Welcome to SakshiEducation.com. So today we are going to discuss the current affairs of February 21st to 28th. So the last week of the current affairs of February 2018. Coming to first national affairs. So here Prime Minister Narendra Modi announces 20,000 crore for building up National Defence Corridor in Bundelkhand region, and this is the second National Defence Corridor to be built in India. The first was proposed in between Chennai and Bengaluru corridor. There are two National Defence Corridor which is proposed in the budget 2018. So this will fetch to build up infrastructure in defence, manufacturing of defence goods and services. And the next is on 21st February, Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar has announced Parivartan scheme, which is aimed to address 10 issues which fetches for the growth and development of Haryana state. Those 10 issues like doubling of farmers' income, profitable agriculture, sustainable development, youth empowerment, checking of air pollution, effective policing, road connectivity, identity services, financial and decongesting market access, etc. So this Parivartan scheme is introduced by which state will be the question. So it is introduced by Haryana state, okay, by Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar. The next current affairs is Nivesh Mitra. So Nivesh Mitra is a digital platform which is introduced in Uttar Pradesh, where industrial summit has taken place recently in the month of February, where Nivesh Mitra was introduced. It is a digital platform where the document verification will be done without human interference, and for the fast and accurate verification of the documents, this Nivesh Mitra was introduced, and it is the first Indian state to clear the projects digitally, so without any human interference. Earlier there was a scheme introduced by Uttar Pradesh, that is Udyog Bandhu, where the verification will be done manually, okay, by with only one official, and this is the first time that document verification has done digitally. This will fetch for the ease of doing business, and you know that India has ranked 100th in ease of doing business, which is being released by World Bank. And also Dreams of Make in India program, that is the dreams of Narendra Modi's Make in India program, will also be achieved by this Nivesh Mitra. Next is India German. So India Germany has signed MOUs, Memorandum of Understandings, for implementation of agreement in sustainable urban development in smart cities. The smart cities is undertaken by the Ministry of Urban Development, where 100 smart cities to be developed by India by 2019, and already the government of India has notified nearly 99 smart cities, and Germany is also going to be part of this smart cities development, and it is being supported by German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development, and it will be jointly implemented by Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. Also the Deutsche Gesellschaft for Industrial internationally is also going to take part in this development, where development of urban cities is part of sustainable development goals, and it stands in 11th of 15 SDGs, sustainable development goals. On 22nd February, Aditya Birla is going to start its new payments bank. So Aditya Birla Idea Payments Bank is the name given to that, okay, which is being licensed by Reserve Bank of India, and this is one of the new payments bank to be which is being started in India as part of 10 payments bank which is being licensed by Reserve Bank of India in the year 2015. So payments banks is a concept of new small banks, a definition of new small banks which is being established in India since 2015, and they accept deposits up to rupees 1 lakh only. The main objective of Payments Bank is to achieve the financial inclusion program and also to extend the banking services to unbanked rural areas. So, therefore, and also to introduce digital banking, net banking to the rural people, the concept of new small banks have come, which is known as Payments Bank. And you know that the first Payments Bank in India is Airtel Payments Bank. Likewise, India Post Payments Bank, and then Paytm Payments Bank, Fino India Payment Bank. So, these kinds of payments bank already being started in India, and now the new payments bank is Aditya Birla Idea Payments Bank. So, whichever the organization is setting a bank, a small bank, they must add a tagline, payments compulsorily. This is the guidelines given by Reserve Bank of India. And the payments bank is being suggested by Nachiket More Committee, the Committee on Comprehensive Financial Services for Small Business and Low Income Households. So, this is the name of the committee. So, Nachiket More, a financial expert from Reserve Bank of India, is the chairman for that committee, who has suggested for the establishment of Payments Bank in India. So, the new Payments Bank is Aditya Birla Idea Payments Bank. And one more thing here, another development is Israeli ambassador to India, Mr. Daniel Carmon, has stated that Northeast region's first center for agriculture to be established in Mizoram. So, Mizoram is going to have the first center for agriculture of India. So, remember, we have a university here, Central Agriculture University, which is there in Impal of Manipur. So, likewise in the northeastern state, in the northeastern region, the first center for agriculture in India is also going to be set up in the northeast states, that is Mizoram. So, remember this, which is being funded by Israel. So, recently India and Israel is having a very good bilateral relations, and Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, also visited Israel during the first 10 days of February 2018. On February 23rd, Adi Mahotsav, a tribal festival, is being organized in the state of Assam. So, Adi Mahotsav is organized in the state of Assam. It is a tribal festival. Next, Khajuraho Dance Festival. So, Khajuraho you can remember, which is there in Madhya Pradesh. So, Khajuraho Dance Festival 2018 is organized by Ministry of Culture in Madhya Pradesh. So, this comes under art and culture. So, which is being asked in any of the bank examinations or SSC or railways or groups or even in the UPSC. So, art and culture is very important for examination point of view. At least you will get 1 or 2 questions here. So, Khajuraho Dance Festival belongs to Madhya Pradesh, and Adi Mahotsav, a tribal festival, belongs to Assam. So, like Nagoba festival in Adilabad of Telangana, or Sammaka Saraka, that is Medaram festival in Warangal of Telangana. Okay, as it is the tribal festivals which is celebrated across India will be highlighted in the examination of any competitive examination. Okay. Next, Rashtriya Sanskriti Mahotsav, this is also being held in Madhya Pradesh on 24th of February. This is being organized by Ministry of Culture. So, Rashtriya Sanskriti Mahotsav is mainly held with an objective of highlighting University in Diversity of India. So, to highlight the culture of India, University in Diversity, Rashtriya Sanskriti Mahotsav was being held in Madhya Pradesh. And on 24th February, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched Amma scheme in Tamil Nadu. This Amma scheme provides subsidized two-wheeler to the working woman in Tamil Nadu. So, it provides at least 50% of the subsidy or 25,000 rupees in cash to the working woman to purchase a two-wheeler. So, this is to mark the 70th birth anniversary of ex-Chief Minister Ms. Jayalalitha of Tamil Nadu. And remember, Amma canteens was started on the same day, that is 24th February in the year 2013. So, on the eve of birthday of Jayalalitha in the year 2013, Amma canteens was started. Amma scheme was started by PM Narendra Modi in the year 2018, okay, which provides subsidized amount to purchase the two-wheelers for the working women in Tamil Nadu. Next, so PM Narendra Modi addresses 4th Global Business Summit in New Delhi on 23rd February 2018. So, it brings together visionaries, heads of state, thoughts, leaders, policymakers, academicians for sharing common platform on macroeconomic analysis. So, this provides a discussion on the development of macroeconomics in the country. So, this Global Business Summit is an initiative of Times Group, and this is presented by Yes Bank and Economic Times in the year 2018, and this is the fourth summit, and it was organized since 2015 onwards. The theme of 2018 is New Economy, New Rules. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches rupees 1000 crore development schemes for Daman and Diu. So, Daman and Diu both are the union territories, okay, in the Union of India, in the west of India, in the Gujarat provinces. So, on his visit to Daman on 24th of February 2018, so Narendra Modi has launched various new initiatives in Daman and Diu, like water transportation plant, electric substation, a gas pipeline to Daman from Gujarat, and municipal market which is organized by municipality of Daman, and a floating bridge. Also inaugurated the Anganwadis. So, during this visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Daman, the very highlighted thing is inauguration of helicopter services to the people of Daman and Diu. So, therefore, the very light weighted helicopters, indigenous helicopters, Pawan Hans helicopters, remember Pawan Hans helicopters. So, these helicopters were being inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Daman and Diu, okay, to provide the services, transport services to the people of Daman and Diu, where this Daman and Diu takes at least 16 hours to transport, okay, maybe freight or passenger, due to Gulf of Kambat. Okay, so, the Gulf of Kambat which divides both the Daman and Diu in the Gujarat part. So, to avoid the 16 hours of journey, nowadays this is being subsidized by the Pawan Hans helicopters. And another initiative here is Niti Aayog has announced that it has selected industrialist Nandan Nilekani as the to assist government in developing the IT infrastructure in National Health Protection Scheme. So, this National Health Protection Scheme is going to implement world's largest health insurance scheme, that is offering rupees 5 lakh to each family by 2019, and 10 crore families is going to cover in this scheme. So, this will be the largest health insurance scheme in the world, as 10 crore families are going to cover. And to assist and suggest regarding this, Nandan Nilekani was being selected by the Niti Aayog, and Nandan Nilekani was the former chairman for UIDAI, Unique Identification Authority of India, as well as he was one of the founders of Infosys, and currently he is a member of GST Return Simplification Committee. So, Nandan Nilekani is now the member of GST Return Simplification Committee. Next initiative here is new plant species was being discovered by Botanical Survey of India scientists in West Bengal, and they named this plant species as Drypetes calami. So, on the memory of Dr. Abdul Kalam, the former president of India. And this Drypetes kalami is a critically endangered species which is found in Jaldapara and Baksa national parks in West Bengal. Another initiative here is UIDAI, Unique Identification Authority of India, has announced Bal Aadhaar. So, this Bal Aadhaar is a new card which is being issued to the children below 5 years of age, and this can be recognized, that card can be recognized as this will be in the blue color. So, this Bal Aadhaar cards will be issued only for the children below 5 years age, which can be recognized in the blue color. The card will be in blue color. So, remember UIDAI, Unique Identification Authority of India, which was established in the year 2009, and the current chairman, part-time chairman, no full-time chairman is there for UIDAI. The part-time chairman for UIDAI is J. Satyanarayana. On 27th of February, that is last days of this February 2018, second India Korea Business Summit was organized. So, this 2018 India Korea Business Summit was organized in New Delhi with the theme India and Korea scaling up special strategic relationship through trade and investment. So, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has attended the summit, where over 2000 delegates from both countries took part for the development of trade and investment in the Korean countries. And this is the first time that both North Korea and South Korea has participated in this India Korea Business Summit 2018, which is held in New Delhi. This is very important again. Why? Because North Korea and South Korea both are the rivalry countries, where latitude 38 parallel divides the both countries, and both are the rivalry countries. And in the year 2018, February 2018, you can see that both have come together to organize Winter Olympics 2018, and next again both have come together attending India Korea Business Summit 2018 in New Delhi. So, this is a very important news. This marks the friendship between the North Korea and South Korea for the betterment of the world. And India Corner. So, what is India Corner? This kind of questions will be asked in the examination. So, what is India Corner? So, Ministry of External Affairs has set up India Corner, education institutes in abroad, which aims to publish the authentic books, reference books for knowing the betterment of India. So, these reference materials will be distributed all over the countries, which provides a very good authentic information about India. So, the people who wants to have awareness about India, India's wealth, India's culture, okay, the people of India. So, nothing but India at a glance. So, they can get this opportunity, which is provided by Ministry of External Affairs, not by Ministry of Human Resources or the Ministry of Education. So, it is India Corner, which is being initiated by Ministry of External Affairs, which provides a knowledge to the citizens living abroad. And finally, ISRO plans to launch new satellites and build igloo on the moon. So, igloo is nothing but a habitat which is being built on the moon for astronauts to spend more time on moon. So, to build these igloos, nothing but shelter kind of thing, astronauts uses the lunar soil, nothing but moon soil and moon's materials to build these igloos. So, these all are the national affairs of the 21st to 28th of February. Thank you.